If there's one place in the world where Richard Petty can truly be crowned king, it's in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina, where he has 11 wins in the last 13 years. One of the oldest tracks on the NASCAR circuit, it offers many fond memories of battles with the superstars of yesteryear. But today, Richard faces a new challenge from a new star, Darrell Waltrip, who has won the pole position. Petty pushes Waltrip out of the way on the first turn and takes the lead. Mr. Petty is about to give the youngster his first lesson on some of the added skills it takes to handle the sharp turns and crowded conditions of a short track. Even though short track speeds are usually under 100 miles an hour, this track is extremely demanding on these machines, and only the best prepared cars will be around for the end. Waltrip shows how fast he can learn by retaking the lead. Petty hasn't been around the youngster long enough to know what to expect from him, but he does know how anxious Waltrip is to capture his first Grand National win.
I started off driving mostly short tracks, and it's a sort of a love affair that I have with short tracks, and also we're able to set the cars up real good on short tracks. That's the fun of really outrunning people. You're in close competition all the time on the short track. You're passing somebody either down a straightaway or into the corner, where on a super speedway a lot of times you're just running with the same pack of cars and there's really not that much passing going on.
Elmo Langley in car number 64 throws in the towel with a blown engine. David Sisko in car number 5 spins out between the third and fourth turns. That fourth turn appears to be a hot spot as Bruce Hill in number 47 also loses control. During one of the incidents, Petty tapped a car, smashing in his left front fender, and heads for the pits. A hurried inspection shows only sheet metal damage. If there's any internal damage, it'll have to show up on the track. The restart has put Cale Yarborough in the lead. Cale is one of the favorites at the track because his car's builder, Junior Johnson, makes his home here, and Junior always likes to please his neighbors with a win. But it takes more than smashed fenders to halt the Petty machine as he eases by Cale Yarborough. Richard Petty takes the checkered flag. For the 12th time, Richard is king at North Wilkesboro. It's been a long, hard day, but it's paid off with roses and a small pot of gold for Mr. Petty. But that's all history now. And with a lot of pretty girls around, like this, who wants to look at the past? Richard Petty doesn't. He looks only to the future. And the future is only as far away as the next race. And the next race is now. By accepting the Sundrop Pole Trophy for being this year's fastest qualifier, David Pearson signals the end of pre-race activities and the beginning of the 16th edition of the World 600. Over 100,000 spectators sit back and wait. Wait for those last few seconds that seem like hours before the start of a major race. There's a certain excitement in the air as fans begin to realize they may see something more than just another race. They may witness the crowning touch to a legend. The largest crowd in Charlotte Motor Speedway history rises to its feet as David Pearson and Lenny Pond lead Petty, Baker, Yarborough, Waltrip, and 34 other top contenders around the mile-and-a-half asphalt oval. 1975 has been an unusually good year for these men, and for NASCAR too. Although Petty has won 5 of 12 races, no one has dominated the superspeedway courses. In 6 of these races, there have been just as many different winners. Benny Parsons in Daytona, Cale Yarborough in Rockingham, Richard Petty in Atlanta, Bobby Allison in Darlington, Buddy Baker in Talladega, and David Pearson in Dover, Delaware. Today, one of these men, or perhaps some other driver in the field, will take home more than $27,000. The pace car drops off the track as 40 men gun 40 engines down the front stretch to take the green flag. Pond jumps into the early lead, while Baker quickly drops Petty to 4th place as the pack begins the first of their laps around the track. The Petty crew is worried. Something is wrong. The big Dodge is not handling right. All those countless hours of preparation may be wasted if Petty cannot pit soon. The old track may beat him again. But luck is riding with Mr. Petty today. A spin out on the 4th turn has brought out the first caution flag with only a few laps gone. Petty charges down pit road as his crew readies a set of fresh tires. In a matter of seconds, the change is made and Petty is on his way. The restart has Pearson in the lead, followed by Petty. Even though he's keeping up, Richard is still not pleased with his car's performance.
They told me, they said, from the pits, they said, this is the way it's going to handle. You're just going to have to learn to drive it. So, you know, I still had 500 miles to go, and I felt like that, you know, they'd done all they could do, then it was up to the driver.
And drive it he does. On lap 169, Petty passes Pearson and takes the lead. He finished second to the Wood Brothers car in both Charlotte races last year, each one decided on the final lap, but he has no plans to do it again. Yet there are over 200 laps to go, nearly 3 hours of racing, and anything can happen. Spins out in the second turn as if to warn him to be careful. Petty only throws caution to the wind. This race means a lot to him, and there's still not enough breathing room between the Dodge and the rest of the field. There's another spin out in the second turn, and it seems as if the power of the old track is out to grab him. But Petty keeps right on charging. For 18 years, he has fought numerous hardships to set records that may never be surpassed. Over 160 NASCAR victories, 5 Grand National Championships, and now nearly $2 million in winnings. This race is the highlight of a career. The final stepping stone to total success, the big one that has slipped away so many times. Richard Petty wins the World 600, America's longest racing classic.